Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for always tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shifts. My name is Michael Ojola from Mindset Transformation Africa, and on today's episode, I want us to discuss something around criticism. All right, and I will anchor today's episode on a quote by James Clear. If you want to avoid criticism, create less. If you want to avoid irrelevance, create more. If you want to avoid criticism, create less. If you want to avoid irrelevance, create more. That's a direct quote from James Clear. It's so profound because it's within the same sentence is saying criticism and relevance technically can be two-sided of the same coin, or are something that we all sometimes dread and crave almost at the same time. When we get into the episode, you will understand what I mean. See, let me ask you this. How often do we hold ourselves back? We hold ourselves back from pursuing our passions, from sharing our creations because we fear rejection, we fear criticism. Oh, I've been there. Sometimes I'm still there. We hesitate to put ourselves out there. We are afraid of what other people might say, what other people might think. What if I told you that by playing it safe, you are actually doing yourself a great disservice? You are actually doing yourself a great harm. This particular quote today is speaking to the fear of judgment, all right? It's speaking into the fear of criticism that often holds us back from expressing ourselves fully. We worry, all right? We worry about what other people will think, about our work, about the course we just created, about what are they going to think. So we play it safe, all right? We play it safe and we create less, because the more we are avoiding what other people will say, we don't create anything. We stop creating. We stay within our comfort zones. But here is the truth that I want us to take away from today's episode. Criticism is inevitable. No matter how much or how little you create, you will be criticized. As long as you are putting yourself out there and pursuing your passions, there will always be someone who disagrees with you. There will always be someone who dislikes you. There is always going to be someone who misunderstands your work. And that is okay. That is profoundly okay. Do you understand me? In fact, criticism can be a powerful tool for your growth. Criticism can be a powerful tool for your self-improvement. So instead of shying away from it, you embrace it. You embrace feedback. You see it as a feedback. You don't see it as people hating on you. No, that's myopic. That's for little minds. You see it as a feedback. You see the feedback as an opportunity to learn. You see the feedback as an opportunity to evolve. You see the feedback as an opportunity to be a better person, better than what you were before. That is how I want you to approach it. You use criticism to refine your skills. You use it to deepen your understanding. You use it to strengthen your resolve. Do you understand me? See, the second quote is, if you want to avoid irrelevance, you create more. And that is also beautiful. It's speaking to the importance of continuous innovation, the importance of adaptation. In today's fast-paced world, you keep creating. So for you to stay relevant, you keep creating. The landscape of life, the landscape is constantly evolving. And if we are not actively creating, if we are not actively participating, if we are not actively contributing, we risk becoming irrelevant. In no short time, we risk becoming irrelevant. So I want you to think about the most successful individuals and organizations in the world. They are constantly pushing the boundaries. They are constantly pushing the envelope. They are constantly experimenting with new ideas. They are constantly creating value for other people. They understand that the key to staying relevant is to keep creating. They understand that the key to to staying relevant is to keep innovating, is to keep adapting to anything that is changing out there. So, how can we become better? By applying these insights to our lives. I think it starts with embracing criticism as a natural part of the creative process. Embrace it. Negative, positive criticism, that's for you to decide, but embrace it nonetheless. Instead of letting fear hold you back, you lean into discomfort. You lean into the use of criticism as fuel to propel you forward. And remember this, the greatest breakthroughs often come from pushing past your comfort zones. So whenever criticism hurts you, that is a comfort zone that you need to push back out of. Do you understand me? Whenever somebody criticizes you and you're hurt by that, that means there is something within you that has made you comfortable, and you need to break through. So you need to push past your comfort zone like that. So next time, you need to prioritize quantity over perfection. Keep producing. The more you do, the more perfect you become in time. Do you understand me? Instead of striving for perfection in every single creation that you have, focus on producing more work. Focus on refining as you go. The more you produce, the more better you think you can be. The more you refine as you go. The more you create, the more opportunities you have to learn, to grow, and to improve. So you create more so that you remain relevant. You create more. See, when if for example you want to become a speaker like I am, you want to become a transformational speaker like I am, see, criticism is part of things that you need to wear as a badge of honor. I was terrified of criticism when I first started, way back when I was 9 or 10, when I was speaking in church. I've always been an outgoing guy. I've always been someone that is out there. Do you understand me? I have some dose of confidence since when I was little, but criticism gets me. It's unless you are not human being. Some words hurt. Do you understand me? They hurt because you produce something that you think is your best work, and somebody say, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Do you understand? It hurts. Do you understand? So I was terrified of what people will say. I hesitated to put myself out there. Till now, I still hesitate to put myself out there. There are many speaking engagements that I've turned down, all in the name of just leave me alone. I am comfortable right here. I love being behind the scene and all that. I hated putting myself out there. That's one of the major motivations for me to keep recording this, or else I will never. I will just be in my own space, writing my own book and just talking to myself. I love that. But people will not gain value from that. So I decided last year that, okay, I will keep recording. I will just record it and put it out there like that. And people, it's been good. All right, it's been good so far. I hesitated to put myself out there. I was scared. People will reject it. People will like it. People will start judging me. Mike is using F word. Mike is this. Mike is that, and all that. The more you put yourself out there, the more you risk being exposed, and the more your privacy becomes public and all that. And I don't like that. I'm a very private person. But as I embraced this particular quote by James Clear, do you understand the wisdom from that? And I started creating more. I realized that, fuck it. All right, just fuck it. Criticism was just a natural part of the process. It's normal. It's normal for people to disagree. And I always tell people, disagree. Do you understand? You don't have to agree with whatever I say. Disagree and move on. Do you understand me? Leave me the fuck alone. Move on. If I'm not saying what you want me to say, or you don't agree with whatever I want to say, move the fuck on. Just go. Do you understand? That's the decision I made, and that is what have helped me to keep producing, to keep talking about whatever it is that comes to my mind that I believe is worthy and sound to add to the consciousness of humanity. Do you understand me? Criticism did not define me. I did not allow it to define me. I did not allow it to define my worth. It simply helped me to become better at what I do. So whatever you say, I take the best of it. I adapted it. I use it for me. So the same thing is true for you. If you want to avoid criticism, you have to create less. People should not know you and you'll be safe. But if you want to avoid irrelevance, you have to create more. You have to embrace criticism as a catalyst for growth. You have to keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible. I want to leave you with this. Take a moment to reflect on your creative pursuit and ask yourself, am I creating enough? Am I holding back out of fear of criticism or rejection? You need to remember this. The world needs your unique voice and contribution, so do not hold back. Don't let fear hold you back from sharing your gifts with the world. Do not allow that to happen to you. Or your generation and the generation that comes out of you will be disappointed in you, and you will be disappointed in yourself. Do you understand me? So, thank you for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.